Welcome back, everyone. This is Thomas Triple T Ty with another new bullish crypto analysis. Let's dive in and take a look at MATIC. But before we do, your feedback is very important to me, so please leave a comment, click on the like or thumbs up, and I'll remind you again at the end of the video. Appreciate it. It takes hours to make these, so let's dive in. Here's the weekly chart. What we have here is, I don't know if I don't think you've seen this before, but I previously drew an ascending channel here. You can see here's the top of the channel. Here's the bottom of the channel. Top is the resistance. Bottom is the support. And MATIC, this is a weekly chart on TradingView. MATIC was pretty much rising in between those two lines, and then it popped up above on the weekly chart, and then it couldn't sustain it and dropped back down, broke through support, and went through here. I also had a descending triangle here, right there, and that's another pattern. It went against this resistance line here, and then it bounced against the support right here, and it's currently right here. And where it's at is right below the we have this grayish ribbon here. That's called the bull market support band, this gray band here. And then we also have the top of the Bollinger Band up here and the bottom of the Bollinger Band here, and it's about a third up from the bottom of the Bollinger Band. So it's kind of like towards the middle. It's neither oversold, which is down at the bottom of the Bollinger Band, and not overbought at the top of the Bollinger Band. So it's about a third down. So it's still got some wiggle room to go, either back up or down. Also, there's where's my 200-day moving average? Let me take a look here. Had it earlier. Let me find it. I don't know what happened to it. I had a 200-day moving average. It's gone now. Anyways, it fell below the 200-day moving average. The 200-day moving average right around this area right here. And it fell below, 200 week. And, oh yeah, it's not on here. This is the week. The other one's the day. Ignore that. Anyways, it did fall below the 200-day moving average, and that was previously a pretty good support. And we'll probably see that on the daily chart. And let's see what else here. Oh yeah, this line right here, this red horizontal line, that was where we had the most volume traded right here. And that was at $2.10 roughly. And when it fell below that, you can see just went way down here, this large red candle. And it's right around here now. What is this level here? This happens to be my, let me see if I can move this, you can see it. This happens to be right the area where I set one of my buy zones, $1.53, and the FOMO was up here. I'm not sure if you can see it. Let me move some of this. You can read it. So the FOMO level was 223. It was right up here. Went through that. The next sweet spot for the buy entry level was $2.07. That was right around here. Went through that. Went through $1.80, which was this level here. Now it's at the $1.53. Yeah, at the $1.53. Let's see if I can move this so you can see, you can read it. Get my face out of the way there. So yeah, it's right here. The next level down would be $1.05, which is right down here. Let's go down and take a look at the indicators. We have the KDJ indicator down here. What it's been doing, you can see that it was dropping down several weeks ago, and it's still fanning downward, and all three lines are trending down. That's very bearish. I have 2 bears there. On the MACD, it doesn't have enough data because this is on KuCoins. Not a lot of exchanges had this on their exchanges, but KuCoin had the most data that I could find. I didn't look very hard though. On the MACD, the white MACD line is trending below the red signal line. So you have the last 2 weeks it's been red. See that? On the RSI, which is the red line, the CVD, which is cumulative volume delta, which is the aqua line, and also the MOM white momentum indicator, they're all going downward in the last like over a handful of weeks. They've all been trending down. What's interesting is they're kind of leveling off here. This was the high point here of that zone. They're leveling off twice near the middle. RSI is about 40, 45. So RSI is still relative in the middle. So they're all kind of consolidating in the middle, somewhat still trending down, but more sideways. So I mark that as 1 bear, still bearish. That pretty much wraps up for the oh no, not yet. One more thing. If this current weekly candle breaks below this resistance level of the descending triangle, I'm sorry, the support level. If it breaks below the support level of this descending triangle, that's going to be very bearish. Then more than likely we'll see it come down to this area. You see that there's not a lot of volume traded down here once it breaks through here. So it might probably just drop fast down to here into the $1.05 area. Possible. That's why we have these low buy entry positions. Let's go to the daily. On the daily, I'm going to move this out so you can see it. On the daily, we have, you know what? I'm going to, since you, I'm just going to leave those buy entry levels in there for you. On the daily, we have it, the candles have been traveling in this descending channel right here. Here's the resistance on the channel. Here's the support in the channel. It's a very steep channel. And so it went like this, and then when try to go sideways, consolidate sideways, and then bounce against the resistance, and then went down. So more than likely, this consolidation here might continue this way, but if it follows this channel down, that's going to be very bearish. And there's a little support down here. If you take this descending channel resistance and go down, and you draw a line across, that forms a descending triangle. And this will be the support. If it continues down this way and breaks through this support, hello, 105. This is right here, 105. That's our next buy entry. We had on the daily chart, we had the a level up here. It's the highest traded volume level, which is right here, and that was $2.15. And oh yeah, here's that red line. Here's the red 200-day moving average. You can see that it fell below that. It's just below that. Okay, let's go down. Oh yeah, Bollinger Band. Top of the Bollinger Band is up here. Bottom of the Bollinger Band is down here. It's near the bottom on the daily chart. Near the bottom. Not quite at the bottom yet. So it has some room. So let's see here. Oh yeah, let's go down to the indicators. KDJ, the white J line has been moving up above the other two, the K blue line and the red D line. It went up, it fanned out, all three of them started going up, but the recent day, 2 days actually, it's been moving downward. So I put a crab and a bear here. So that's, if it continues on that path, it's going to be bearish. But if it changes mind and consolidates sideways, and that'll be crabbing sideways, then it might shoot back up again. But more than likely, if it breaks through this support here, right at $1.53, right where I have my buy entry, if it breaks through there, for sure these things are going to trend back down, and that's gonna be bearish. But if it consolidates, that'd be good. Yeah, a whole support here. Down at the MACD, you can see the MACD white line trended below the red signal line, and you have all these red bars here. That's bearish, but it came close to the red signal line, and it's leveling off. So more than likely, it might crab sideways. I have a little crab here. But if it dips down, it's got more wiggle room to go down further. You can see the range here. Up here's the high point, and this is probably the lowest point in this time period. And this goes back to the wow. That's October, mid-October 2021. So, yeah, this is the lowest point in this whole time frame. That's interesting. Down below, we have the red RSI here, the CVD, which is the aqua, and the white line is the momentum or MOM indicator. And the red RSI and the aqua line, they look like they were kind of going up slightly in the last handful of days, but they're reversing course and dipping down slightly. You can see that right there. And for the momentum, the MOM indicator, it's continued to go up. Actually, quite a steep curve, because it pretty much hit bottom. You look here at the momentum indicator and also RSI, they pretty much kind of bottom out in this whole time zone, in this whole time period. It's pretty bottom right there. So where else can it go, right? Up. So that's a little bit bullish for the momentum. That's good. But with the RSI and the that's red, and the aqua CVD line turning back down, that's a slight bearish. All right, let's see what else do we have on here. No, that's about it. Let's go to the hourly. Remember, the hourly changes so much, so we want to look at an average. So I previously had this ascending wedge. Here's the top resistance line of that wedge. At the bottom, I had this support on the wedge. And Polygon MATIC, just kind of bouncing within there, broke through the support line here on the ascending wedge, broke through here. And at the time, I also had this descending triangle. Here's the top of the descending triangle providing resistance. Here's the bottom horizontal line providing support, and broke through the bottom here too, and just went down. You can see that the current level where it's at, $1.53 roughly. Well, yeah, $1.50 whatever. But it's the highest volume level here for the hourly chart. So if it breaks through here, guess what's going to do? There's not a lot down here. There's not a lot of previous action down here, buy and sell. So if it breaks through here, hello, down to somewhere around here. Okay, let's go down to the indicators. Oh yeah, before we do that, let's take a look at the Bollinger Band. The top of the Bollinger Band is up here. The bottom of the Bollinger Band is down here. It's currently nearly hugging the bottom of the Bollinger Band. And if it drops some more in the next few hours, it's going to hug the bottom of the Bollinger Band, meaning that it's oversold on the based on the Bollinger Band. And if it continues down this way, what the Bollinger Band is going to do is going to open wide and flow down this way. Down below, we have the KDJ indicator, and we don't want to just take a look at what's going to happen the next hour. We want to see what is the average. The average shows, see this white dash line here? The average shows that it's trending down. But you see the waves within there? It's the tiny little waves. So that shows, and that reflects the tiny little candles up here, except for this giant, bigger red candle. and that is reflecting this spike here. But overall, the waves here, back here, the waves are bigger. That shows more actions, more bigger candles, more action between sellers and buyers. But here, they're just tiny, just like, meh. You know, they're just like, hey, we're just gonna do a little buying, a little selling, but not much else. But you can see it's trending down, so that's very bearish. So, but then it kind of level off in the last, you know, handful of hours. It kind of level off here. That's why I have bear for bearish and crabbing for crab for crabbing sideways. Down below at the MACD, we have also the MACD has been going down, you know, since the 29th at around 7 p.m. Oh no, let's go back. The 29th at around 1 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's pretty much been dropping down, and you can see these histogram bars. They're extremely. Oh, I should move this out of the way so you can see, huh? Yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah, these histogram bars, they're tiny, they're short. So this is moving down, that's bearish. And it's still all red down here, all red bars. That's pretty much saying that it's bearish. Down below on the RSI, which is the red line, and this CVD, which is the aqua line, and the MOM indicator, they're all trending down, some more than others. The RSI, this period right here is the 29th at around 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. The RSI has been trending down faster than the other two, but they're all trending down. So I gave it a little bear here, so that's bearish. But in the last handful of hours, as it's consolidating, last 4 hours, 5 hours, you can see that it's leveling off. So that's kind of neutral, at least within the handful of hours there. But you want to take an average. And that is what we have for our TradingView chart for MATIC. Before we go, though, let's take a look at the heat map from bookmap.com. Here's the current line. Oh, there was a big sell order here. That was a big one. 106,766 in size. That's the biggest on this trend line here. So we have some on top. We have some sell walls up here at $2. We have a sell wall up here, roughly about 180 or so. We have another tiny one here at roughly just below 172. Down below, we have some buy walls. Actually, a lot of buy walls. We have at 140. We have one at just below 132. Another one at 120, 116, roughly 110, 108 roughly, just below that. A big one right here at $1. At roughly just above $1, we have $1.01 actually. Pretty big red wall here. So lots and lots of people expecting it to go down this way. That's 53 cents from here. And then we have some more down here, down below that. I'm just going to read the red ones. This is roughly about 90 cents, I believe, 89. And here's another one down here, the red one at around 80 cents. So that gives you an idea of what the heat map says and where some of these orders have been placed in the order book. And let's zoom in a little bit so you can see if there's any action in here. Yeah, you get some spoofing walls here. You can see them here. You see how they kind of fade. And up here, this is the sell spoofing walls here. These are buy spoofing walls here. Here's another one. They don't want the price to drop below 152. Look at how red this is. But you see the changing colors. And here's another one down here at 150. Yeah, when you see how the buy wall here was like red and yellow, and then as price went up, it disappeared. It's like, I don't need to be here anymore. And then as price fell down, look how red this is. It came back in and tried to prop the price back up, and then price went down. Some of this red disappeared. See that? Yep. So yeah, there's some spoofing going on right now on for MATIC too. Looks like it's trying to prop it up, but I don't know how long this can last. But here's the current one. You see that red wall right here? It faded from red down to yellow. And then now, see, as soon as the price started going back up, it faded out. And then I was coming back in as price is dropping back down again. So, if you liked the video and it added value for you, please give feedback, leave a comment, and smash the like, ring my bell, and subscribe if you haven't. I appreciate your time. I'll see you in the next video tomorrow.